Alright, welcome guys back on the channel to another video. Today at the same place where the last video started and ended, at M-Fit Studio. It's the second vlog of my staying in the Philippines. Today I'm completely by myself. I didn't have anyone with me. I hope you enjoyed the last video training legs in this place with my dad and with my whole family. To be honest, the day went quite spontaneous. Normally it was planned having some adventure time with my friends, but the weather changed, the plans changed, and so we end up spontaneous at the place to be at the gym. So on the schedule for today is shoulder and arm workout, but I guess it is it will get a quite philosophical vibe because the last recent days was quite special because of the planned wedding day we went through and all of the recent developments of life. So what you will see today in this video will be definitely a kind of thought and emotional processing and sharing while we're doing arms and shoulders workout. So looking forward for that. We will start warming up, do some rotator cuffs, doing some main lifts like overhead presses, a little bit of bicep and tricep works, and sharing the most recent life developments, some thoughts what we just catched here to helping processing the Philippine chapter moving forward, because it is literally my second last day here. Tomorrow we will train legs again, and then we will heading to the next chapter to Singapore. So that's enough to talk. Let's step in. Warm up done. We're moving now forward to the first exercise. It's quite funny because I love to train in small gyms like this. It gives me instantly this kind of vibe from the gym where I started working out back in the days in the village of Germany. So especially sharing the last workout with my dad here, having my family actually around, and having this little niche gym vibe. It's quite nostalgic actually, and I love it. I really enjoy the ride. First warm-up's done. We're moving now to the first working set. We'll do probably 2 working sets actually. I currently working with this kind of scheme, doing 1 to 2 warm-up sets, then having a top set, and normally have a back-off set because you're quite limited with the variety of weights. We'll do probably just 2 straight sets because the maximum dumbbells are 27.5 kg. So let's moving this for as many reps as possible, and continue then with more side biased delts movement after that. Let's go. Working just finished with 2 sets. Moving now to the second exercise. Will be a chest supported lateral rise. Actually one of my favorite exercises we just implemented recently in Bali. When I met my coach Tim, the position how it's set up will targeting exactly at the area where I have the biggest potential to grow my shoulder leg, because you analyzed my way of doing the laterals, and it was quite targeting more like the
yeah, pretty the front, no, pretty the side area of that, but also a little bit like slightly the front. What you will see later, if I have my pump cover off, that I'm lacking a little bit of the the middle rear delt area in between, and this next exercise will especially be for that one. But just random thoughts, what I just want to share as well, like currently I'm feeling very kind of fatigued by running the full back-on-back training session what we're doing in the Philippines. Yeah, but before we get cold, I will catch that thought, coming back to that later. But firstly, yeah, continue with the second exercise, side lateral raises. Alright guys, first working set of the side lateral done. We're performing this in a more higher rep range. This should be like targeting 15 till 20 reps per set. We'll perform 2 sets also on that one. The first exercise was a little bit heavier. It was rep range wise, I guess first one was 14, second one was 13. And yeah, so in this one we will accumulate a higher volume, doing a higher rep range. And after that we're moving to another one, probably on the cable, like probably a single arm lateral as well, also for the side one. Because especially as a man's physique athlete, especially as the bodybuilder, especially for me currently, I focusing in this off season very on putting more frame on my shoulders to create a bigger look. Yeah, shoulder like shield wise. Like I want to build a proper shield, what leads to this nice V taper. So this means like trying to keep my waist as small and tiny as possible and bring as big as possible boulder shoulders on the top. And because the roundness of the shoulder is created by the side lateral part of the shoulder, I especially put focus on putting a lot of volume and exercise placed for the side shoulder development. And this is what we're doing. One part, what was the front press, is more targeting the front part and the lateral, but basically more the front. 2 exercises for the second part, 1 last for the rear delt, and then probably doing 1 to 2 exercises per part for the biceps and the tris, and then we should achieve a pretty sick pump. But yeah, that's the plan. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh. Oof. All right. Perfect. All right. Yeah, I will introduce it back there. Whew. Straight in, boys. Straight first working set, because we already trained the side part in the movement before. So this one is single armed, so we only perform every single arm on each own, what allows me to put more stability in my complete setup, and I don't have to concentrate on both arms. So I can isolate the movement way better. And the rep range is also a little bit lower than we did before. What's the reason why we do two exercises for the same target muscle, and also how the biomechanic works, because we do it here in a setup what starts like hip height wise. It's definitely harder at the beginning on the exercise compared to the dumbbell movement, what is harder to perform at the peak. So the main focus you set with the choosing your exercise also have a big influence of which kind of muscle or which area of muscle you targeting. So every single side, 2 sets, 10 till 12 reps. Let's smash. Burns. Nice. To be honest, guys, I guess we made the best choice today, because when you look outside, it's pouring. Maybe you can't see. So to be honest, like the last recent days, the weather was very, very good. It just started yesterday. There was a beach day planned and we couldn't. Went to the beach because it was pouring. It was raining that much. So the original plan for today was also going to the beach, but as you can see, it doesn't work out today. So I guess it's definitely the best thing you can do when it's pouring and you can't go outside, or there's nothing to do outside at these days, like staying in the gym and making the most out of it. Up. Oh. Oh, fuck. Alright guys, just setting up the setup for the last exercise of the shoulders. So we're doing here now a rear delt flies for the rear shoulder, rear delts, rear delt shoulder. And yeah, to be honest, like there's a lot of overlapping volume in a lot of row movements or pull movements. So this is why you don't, pretty often when it's not like a weak point, you don't have to put a lot of volume on your rear delt. So this is why it's like, already done at the pull day, and now we have on the shoulder days like some extra volume to add some meat on the rear delt. Whew. Yeah, so by doing this exercise, I especially trying to concentrate to pull my scapula in the front, like do a pronation with my shoulders, because quite easy that you traps or you rhomboidize take over, and then you don't will targeting the rear delt, because the rear delt is compared to like the traps or like the rhomboidine such a weak muscle. So small exercises like these, small cues like these are very important when you do like detailed work. What means like you have like small muscles you want to improve. You have to be very niche with that and pay attention on small details work like that. Yeah, so literally bringing the scapula in front and just trying to work out of your rear delt instead of doing this movement, because this movement will always already always targeting this area or like the trap area, what you don't want to target in this setup, or for my reason not. So this is like, small details works that definitely matter. Alright, shoulders done. Now we're starting the first exercise for the arms. Starting today with tricep. Triceps have already a little bit like pre-activated in doing like the dumbbell overhead presses, because you work through two different kind of joints, the shoulder joint and the elbow joint. So by extending your elbow above that, you also have some tricep extension. So we only do one warm-up set and stepping straight away into the working sets. All right, so first triceps extension here. So we'll do two different triceps exercise. One where we have our elbows on the side, like this one, and another one where you have like an extended situation, targeting more the longer head of the tricep. If you have to choose in between like these twos because you're just running out of time, or just having a place for one exercise, tricep exercise in your programming, I would highly recommend doing it overhead because you will get hypertrophy more out of that. Yeah, just these twos for the tries, and after that we're running to do some fries for the buys, whatever. Nine. Hi. Oi. Up. Ooh. All right. Tricep pump achieved. So this is the second exercise for tries. It's called katana extension. I just love it because of the name, because you feel like a samurai pulling your katana out of your bag. And yeah, this is like the best preparation for my continued travel to Japan. So just to, yeah, I'm not sure if I already announced it, my travel plans, but if you still watch this video till now, you will be probably the first one who know that, but definitely I will announce it down the road more in details. But yeah, for sure, we are in the Philippines. Like I said before, it's just the second last day before we're heading to continue the travel. I will go with my family to Singapore after this for 4 days. So we leave on Thursday, stay there till Sunday, and there I will continue my travel to South Korea, staying there for the next 3 weeks on my own before I finally get back to, Japan, where I will be for 3 months in Osaka base, but I will travel here and then for sure, before I go back to Germany in the summer, and then the next chapter starts. Stay continue, subscribe for more, but otherwise, yeah, that's the plan. So we're doing katana extension now to be already the samurai when we enter Japan. That's the game plan, and yeah. So we're doing also 2 working sets for this one. Already did once, so we do now another one, and then tricep is done. Doing 2 more exercises for the bicep, and then the arms are also done. And fingers crossed the rain has stopped then, so that we can have a good pre-workout meal at some restaurants, what I will show you later. Aye. Acht. Eins. Zwei. Ui. Fuck. Oh. Oh. Alright guys, second exercise for the biceps here, a preacher curl. Also for the explanation, what we did before was a cable curl behind the body. So everything when you position your elbow behind your body and doing curls like this, you overload the stretch position. So we have a very good stretch on the biceps during the whole movement, and it's targeting more the upper part of your biceps. Compared to this exercise where you place your elbow in front of your body and doing curls like this, it will targeting more this area of your bicep. So yeah, we'll make sure that the whole bicep area is growing. So we're doing this now for the second bicep work and also the final exercise of today's workout. So yeah, sun's out, guns out. But unfortunately the sun is not out, so only guns out. Yeah. All right, quick pump check. So this is what we talked about previously. Like, if you have a look at this complete physique, like it's currently like proportion-wise, the arms are quite dominant. This is what we talked last time with my coach, like what we just currently trying to create to, yeah, keep the arms as they are. To be honest, we always want to improve, but more creating a bigger, brighter look, in putting more volume on the shoulder and create a more bigger difference in between the hip. That we have the ratio like a small hip, a wide angle back, and you're creating this nice V taper, what these judges looking for in competing as a men's physique athlete. Like wide here, small at the waist. time for another set. So one more here. Alright guys, that's it. Bicep done, and so is the complete shoulders and arm days done now. Very good workout, enjoyed it. Last upper training session here in Fit Studio in Bohol. After that we will maybe have a little posing session to show you the current shape update here. And then we're heading to the post-workout meal, where I want to share some currently thoughts and things going on in my life. In good company with good food. That's the plan. So let's pose a little bit and then continue the travel to the post-workout meal. Let's go. Alright guys, we made it. We are at the place at Komoda. It was not that heavy raining, it was just a little bit drizzling. Not that crazy pouring, but to get a little bit wet, but whatever, we're already sweaty. So I'm super happy that we are finally at this place, because every time when I drive to the gym I see this place and it looks very, very good. It's completely packed. We literally got the last table here. The menu looks awesome.
I could smash everything, but yeah, for sure we have to stay a little bit on track, so probably going for some steak and some sides and maybe get some desserts in. So yeah, now it's time to refill the glycogen capacity and getting some protein saved for the day. So let's have a look. All right, food arrived, post-workout meal going down in a second. We're going today for some chicken salad here and some rice as the side. As for the side, to make sure that the glycogen capacity is also restored and full. Yeah, I'm very hungry right now, to be honest, so this is why we don't have to lose any time and we smash some post-workout food. Otherwise, I also wanted to say thank you for watching this video again. Make sure, if you don't want to miss any content otherwise, keep letter following there as subscription. And then I thank you so much, appreciate you watching this video. Catch you in the next one. Stay tuned, stay pumped, and till then.